Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Brooklyn Barons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Brooklyn Barons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it.
On the double.
Throwing on first down. Fox finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all. As a terrific
from the gun on third down. Fox. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the...
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship.
Ready up. Come on, G. Out.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
On second down now, it's Rice. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen.
And now back out comes the offense. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but there's 20 other teams who wouldn't mind being on that road.
You're exactly right about that. But your point about how daunting this is well taken because it all depends on their mindset now. How do you break it down so that you're not looking at this whole big road and say to yourself, we've got no shot? You break it down to this game right now, win that one, then worry about the rest of them after that.
And that's exactly right, and the staff told us that. They've been focusing with the players on don't look ahead, but that's hard to do sometimes, is it not?
It is hard to do because the ultimate goal is to do what? It's to win a Super Bowl. So you have to look ahead a little bit, but you make sure you focus on the game at hand.
Ready. 8, read.
On 1st and 10, Fox. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. There you see the starters defensively for Jacksonville. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happen. Because you won, you're in a good mood. They want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win last week?
So my assumption was wrong. I learned something. Looking to throw. Fox. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Cooper now throwing on first down. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
For the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Cooper off the play fake. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Cooper on first down. Throw complete to Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Gets past one man. That'll be caught by Rice. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Cooper got a man. It's Ross, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Cooper. From the gun, he'll throw. Herndon's got it, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last complete.
Together there, in-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Rice. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself. Any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fox. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fox. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fox. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
70, Indy.
Here's Cooper on 3rd down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. On 1st down, Fox. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Fox dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing on 1st down. Fox gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 11 yards on the pickup there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this down to the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Fox. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cooper now to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, Fox. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Fox got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. And what a big-time play there. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. Fox. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Fox. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now Cooper, off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Cooper, that's complete to Jake Butt. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. It's caught by Herndon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
15 line. 15 line. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Rice. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Rice shedding through the defense. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Cooper operating from the gun. It's Hill, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. This one from 4. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On first down, Fox. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Back to throw. Fox nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Hill on the return. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Back to throw is Cooper. Looking to throw on 2nd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Drops it off for Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. To throw on 3rd down. Fox. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
60 or. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, you got 3, Get it.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Cooper. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Rice, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The second down attempt then knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Check for it, too, man. That's good. I got go.
Cooper now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose. It's going the other way. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On first down, it's Rice. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice, 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now Cooper from the gun on third down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go with Chubb on second down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. From the gun on third down, Fox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run on first down. Rice.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rice, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rice, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Rice. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Cooper. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Cooper throwing on 4th down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Cooper. That'll be caught by Rice. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to throw. Cooper gets this one to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rice. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Back to throw is Cooper on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They complete it to Hill. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Cooper to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cooper now operating from the gun. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Fox.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well, else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Rice. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now Cooper looking to throw on 2nd down. Herndon's got it complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Rice. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Cooper off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Cooper. It's the tight end Herndon with it, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. Fox, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The offense, along with tight end Chris Herndon, heading back out there. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
Well, they have been able to shut him down, at least as of late. On second down now, it's Rice. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returning is Peppers. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Fox. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
On the set. Begin. Single, slot. Hey, let's go.
Back to throw is Cooper. To throw on 2nd down. Out right here to Herndon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Go now. 91. Yo. Slam.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Rice. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. That one complete to Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
So make it 2 missed here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Fox. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Here we go.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fox. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. Got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from